You are a former Zen Buddhist priest. Buddha said life is suffering. What does that mean?
The original term for suffering, dukkha, Pali word, has a number of meanings. And based on one etymology, it comes from the word meaning too narrow to breathe. So from that perspective, dukkha means sense of confinement and existential suffocation. Because we are fundamentally infinite beings, and we confine ourselves into finite construct called ego, which I call egological confinement. It's just like a prison. Or suppose you are like a sailing ship designed to sail into the ocean, but you egologically anchored in some place and you cannot move from there. That is a sense of dukkha, suffering. So it is a self-imposed imprisonment and emotional reaction to that imprisonment. That is the specific suffering that Buddha was talking about. So in that sense, we are all egologically confined. And the reason why we are egologically confined is we have lost sight of who we are. We are not conscious of who we are. And who we are is not the ego. Ego is, as we have been talking about, an objectified self acting as a subject in the field of object, not knowing where the projection and objectification come from, which is this higher, authentic, true self. And you are this self-self continuum, this cosmic individuality. Once you regain this wholeness, you regain the freedom, and you are free from suffering. And this lack of freedom and egological confinement is a function of your not being conscious of who you are.
So, in my studies of Buddhism, I am understanding that part of what creates suffering is desire. And so, how is one to live in this world fully, not in a cave, having a full human experience? Where is desire properly placed? Is that the right question?
Mm-hmm. You see, desire is an expression of life. Denial of desire is a denial of life impulse. But when we are egologically confined, desire is fragmented and misdirected. So no matter how much you pursue any of your desires, fulfillment is missing, because fulfillment is always coming from this totality of your being.